And welcome to the January 2022 edition of the True Patriot Podcast. Thank you so much, folks, for tuning in here, for listening, and for watching on YouTube. All the family, supporters, sponsors, nonprofits, veterans, first responders, anglers, all y'all out there. So much love we're sending back to you. We appreciate everything you have been doing for us. And dude, we are excited for 2022. What a really weird end to 2021. Thankfully, I will say knock on wood for us directly. Things were a little close to home, but never really imminent danger, so to speak. But for a lot of folks, that the same can't be said. So before we get going any further with this, our hearts and prayers and good vibes and wishes are going out to all those affected in the Marshall fires here in Boulder County. For those of you that follow us on social media, you will have seen the Instagram and Facebook post we threw out there. Best we can figure, the flames were getting, fires were within about 8 to 9 miles of our neighborhood. A little too close to comfort, but again, no imminent danger on our part. The winds had died by that point. Just at night, man, that glow up and over that first ridge that we were looking at there, it felt really close to home, and we were packed up, man. We had the cat carrier ready to go, had the suitcases ready to go in case we got the call that we had to get out of here. But definitely there were, while we were okay, there were a lot of folks that were not. And so, as I said before, our hearts and good vibes and positive thoughts are going out to all those family members that were affected, all the families out there that had direct or indirect effect from the fire, displaced, loss of personal property. I don't have the most recent update on information here on the Marshall fire, so I'm not even going to try to get into that as far as information. It can be readily available out there online, man. You can go check it out. You can see all you want to see on that, but we do know that it's right here. We have family members where their work, it was down in Superior down there, which they can't get in there. They were trying to pick up and clean up. We know the National Guard and just about every first responder unit, I think, in the state, it seems like has been seen down there. And that's the other piece that we want to send a tremendous heartfelt thank you to the first responders and their families. I know for most of you, you're just doing your job is what you figure, but please know how much it means to the citizens out here, and how much we love and appreciate the work that you guys are doing out there, man. Keeping bringing order to chaos, and that's that work that you folks are doing out there. You are appreciated. You are loved. And obviously we're going to continue to do our work to figure out anything we can do in the aftermath of this to help out in those areas. And having said that, I was advised against this on several levels, but we're going to do it anyway. This is specifically for the first responders that are in the Colorado area here and their families. I'm going to throw a phone number up here. This is my cell number. If you need anything, if you need someone to talk to, if you need information on resources, you consider us here at the True Patriot Podcast. We are a conduit for information. We will find people. If we can't help, we'll find people that will help. But if you're looking for a place that you can call, unbiased opinion, non-judgmental, simply if you need a big set of ears underneath these big red earmuffs, I got a big set of ears. You call this number. We're going to put it up on the screen here. You give us a call. We're going to help you out. We're going to do what you need. If it's resources you need, if it's things for your families, because I know that people forget about the fact that the majority of the first responders that were responding throughout the night and throughout those days in this fire, they live right in those same communities, man. So it's their homes that they're losing, not knowing if their families are okay or whatever. And they're still out there on the front lines protecting the rest of us. You know what I mean? This is some heavy stuff, and we want to make sure that you guys know how much you're loved out there, you folks. And as I said before, use this number for anything that you need. If there's something that we can't provide on some level, I'm not a medical professional by any measure, but I am a good listener. And above all, I am a true patriot that cares about you folks. And we're going to make sure you get what you need when you need it. So, any rate, we're going to move this bad boy on. So, hey, man, this first edition of the podcast, we've got a lot of cool stuff to do. We've been really, as I said in the beginning, we're going to evolve this thing. So that's what we're doing. We're evolving the format, how we're going to do this, how we're going to present this info. And so I'm going to go down kind of a list of this podcast is going to come out in probably, I'd say 3 parts, maybe 4. That way they're not so long, in the deal, and you can watch them and listen to them a little bit easier throughout the week, and then we'll just keep dropping them along with other areas. Our YouTube content's going to be picking up considerably. We're going to be dropping a lot of videos throughout our off season, if you will, allows us to collect a lot of digital media and create it and get it through production, so on and so forth. So. That being said, in order to read my notes, I need my BCs here. So putting those bad boys on. So yeah, let's go down some of the list here of some of what we have lined up for the show here for January. We're going to go over our schedule and events for 2022. We're going to do a rundown of those, take some looks at some of the lakes we're going to go to. Let's see, we got 1, 2, we definitely have 2. Yeah, 2 new ones on the list. The majority of the other ones, though, are ones that we've been to in the past. So actually, we're going to be going in to the majority of our season with a little bit of knowledge leading into it, which is going to be helpful. So we're going to go over that. We're going to give you a store update, new products that we've added up, inventory that's increased, in our affiliate programs. Man, these are just booming right now, and we're super excited. It doesn't get much easier than that. I mean, it's the affiliate link. If these are products you use already, and you were going to go and purchase those products from them by clicking on our link and going to there, it doesn't cost you a darn cent extra. But what it does do is give us a small commission back on that. And this is a huge help for our Veteran Support Services portion of our business. So we're going to go over some of that info. We're going to talk also about the 2022 projects we have on deck. We have a couple specific projects that we have in mind that we want to unfold for this year. So we're going to get into some details on those throughout this. On top of that, the sponsor and partner search continues. We are looking for companies. That's what's going to help us make these projects, come together. We're going to talk about what that looks like and what are the sponsorships that we currently have available out there. We've designed these specifically so that small business to big business can take a part of this and help us on this mission going forward. So we'll get into some of that. One of the other areas we're going to hit it on, let's talk about it. This edition, dude, I'm going to get on a soapbox and I'm going to put some people on blast. I don't normally get too over opinionated, but we're going to on this one because it's something I believe in right at my core. And the topic this month is going to be on professional courtesy. What does that look like? So you don't want to miss that one there. Like I said, we're gonna ruffle some feathers on that one. I have a feeling, and I entertain any open discussion on that topic for sure. So we'll get into that. Speaking of talking about some things out there, we have just launched, if you've seen on our YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, we just launched our True Patriot Podcast interview series. Dude, this has been so much fun gathering these interviews and putting together. We have done interviews with the lion's share. We have some more coming that we're going to be creating and getting on board. But we've got our nonprofit partners, the Allegiance Ranch, Warrior Bonfire, Romans, all of these. We've done good, extensive, in-depth interviews to let you get to meet these people, see what these events are all about, and really kind of connect the dots, so to speak, there, and give you ideas on how you can help them if it's something you're interested in helping out with. We've also done interview series with some of our sponsors that are keeping this thing afloat and helping us keep this mission moving forward, man. So we're going to be talking with some of them, get to know the companies, the people behind those companies, and then of course obviously some of the products that they're moving. Pro anglers, dude, 2 interviews so far created. We've got more on deck coming. So blessed to have these two anglers. Matt Steffen, Tackle Warehouse Pro Circuit Bass Pro Tour angler with the MLF. Matt Steffen's, for those of you who are unaware, this dude's been around the game, man. He's one of the vets out there on the deal. And for him to take time out of his extremely busy schedule and during this time to come on our show, we were so honored. And for what it's worth, Matt and I got talking there. This one is a 3-piece video because we were talking for over an hour about fishing and business and business pertaining to fishing, and dude, you name it. He is an incredible guy that I love chatting with, and we're hoping to have him back on throughout the year to talk about just different deals, and also to catch up with him just to see how his season's going. We'll be putting up some of his information here as well. I'm telling you right now, if you're a brand new to fishing individual, or if you've been fishing for 30 years, check out his YouTube channel. Matt's got some content up there for everybody. If you've never fished a tournament, if you do fish tournaments, he's got it all for you out there. Watch one of his videos and watch his approach. I've always referred to him as the thinking man's angler. And that's really his the way he approaches with this. Watch his videos. They're full of content. He loves hack and tackle and making his own gear. He makes his own rods to fish with on the Pro Series. Dude knows his stuff. Matt is an accomplished professional, has been around, and we were excited to have him. And speaking of accomplished professional, Mr. Doug Chapman, professional angler with the National Professional Fishing League. I had the honor to meet and compete against Doug briefly, only a couple events, many years ago in the Great Lakes Division up in Wisconsin up there. Doug is now a pro on the MPFL. Doug is a U.S. Army veteran and professional angler, dude. He represents everything we're out there trying to support. And hearing his information, firsthand how fishing has helped him. And he's even added the extra stress of being a pro on top of that. So Doug's expertise in these areas, we talk a lot of business. We talk fishing and fishing business and share some stories. You're going to want to see that interview. It is a lot of fun. So we've got that coming up. So, and we've got more on deck out there that we're hoping to put in. Plus, we're going to be doing some interview pieces with field experts. We're going to talk throughout this interview series, throughout the year. We're going to get involved in looking at what is recreational therapy. You hear me throw that term around. Therapeutic, recreational therapy. What is it? Is it a real thing? And the answer is yes, it is. It's very much a real thing. There's actually degrees that you can get in recreational therapy. There's certification for recreational therapy. And equine therapeutic modalities and outdoor engagement ecotherapy, these are all included in recreational therapy. These are modes. That's why we do what we do. It's why we're trying to get a broader reach to providing guided fishing, getting these vets, first responders, their families, getting them out fishing. Just get them away for a while. Let them, just try to get some, some good focus, some clarity. Just take a break, man. And like I said, I guarantee you, anybody who's fished with me before knows you're going to do one or two things if you get in the boat with me, and that is one, you're either going to laugh at me or you're going to laugh with me. I guarantee it. That's part of why we do what we do when I'm out there. It's a passion that comes through, and if I can share that with these heroes and warriors, then that is exactly what we're going to keep doing. So, man. So as you can see, we have a ton of stuff that we're going to try to include into a 3-4 part series here, and hopefully you're going to find this information useful, entertaining, so on and so forth. Hey guys, Gene Campbell here, True Patriot Outfitters. It's on right now, and the season's coming in other areas of the country. Before you know it, topwater season's going to be here, one of my favorite fishing types. You want to put more fish in the boat this year? Go to Tackle HD, get you some of the worldwide buzzers. All right, this is a fish catching machine right here. One of the pieces that I love the most about this is its double trailer hookup system that it has. It's got double keepers on this thing to keep them on. When you're slinging a buzz bait around, a lot of times those trailers come falling off, all right? This helps lock them on there. Join this up with some Tackle HD plastics for a good trailer setup. You're going to have a fish catching combination there, and you're going to look smarter to your friends, which is kind of important. Head out to True Patriot Outfitters at gcampbellfishing.com/store. Get you some right now, $7.99. We'll get them shipped out to you. And welcome back. So what we are going to do here in the first part, let's go over the schedule, man. This is going to be a lot of fun here. So I'll give you the breakdown first. We'll throw it up on the screen here. Our schedule looks like the places we're going to hit. In March, we're going to be at Lake of the Ozarks. April, we're going to Sam Rayburn. That's a new lake for us, bucket list item. In May, we're going to go to Table Rock. At the end of May, we're going back to some homegrown roots back here in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Mississippi River Pools 7, 8, and 9. We're going to go back and hit that May 21st. And then it's redemption time. We're going to stay in the Great Lakes. Come June, middle of June, we're going over to Winneconne, Wisconsin. For those of you unaware, that is the Wolf River chain, aka Lake Winnebago. It's all connected together there. It's a huge fishery, and we have some unfinished business. 3-4 years ago, whatever it was, we had some rookie mistakes we made when we went over there, but man, we based on everything we saw, we had a top 5 finish lined up there, and instead we tripped over our own fishing line, so to speak. So yeah, we have some we've been wanting to get back to that event and get some redemption there, so a lot on the line for us personally with that one. Then we're going to take a break from competition through July and August. We've got some events that we're going to be going to for the Warrior Bonfire program that we're going to be involved during that time. We're going to go up to, we're not sure how much fishing is involved in it, but we are going to assist with in Granby, Colorado for a leaders retreat up there. I'm going to be helping the bonfire with the logistics on that, making sure that unfolds. So we'll definitely be covering that and putting that up on the site. And then there is an event that we're going to be going to in August called Diamonds and Dog Tags. This is for supporters and sponsors and such of the Warrior Bonfire. Really, really neat formal gala that we'll be putting together and get a chance to network and meet a lot of great people there. We're hoping to have some good pictures there. Then, dude, middle of August, you are going to see yours truly on the road, probably with the little lady in tow with me as well. We're heading to Indiana at the Romans Warrior Foundation fishing retreat that they have in Indiana. We are heading to that. We're super excited to join Romans Foundation, Warrior Foundation there. And that we're going to have a ton of digital media from, I'm sure. Lots of good laughs. After that's concluded, man, we go back on the competition trail for a back-to-back super tournament duel out there. End of the season for the Okie division and the Ozark division on the MLF side. There's a 2-day event, September 17th at Grand Lake. That's a brand new body of water for us, so we're excited to go there. And then the following week after that, we'll be going in September 24th, Lake of the Ozarks 2-day event. We've been doing that one for several, this will be like our 3rd straight year of doing that 2-day event. That was actually the event that introduced me to the Ozarks. I was heading down there to that one, so... yeah, man, that should be, that'll conclude our competitive season, if you will, for the year. But then in October, we have another Warrior Bonfire event that we'll be going to, that we have on, and that's going to be in our Ross Barnett, another bucket list fishing, obviously, destination for us. But more importantly, we're going to go down there to a bonfire event, share our passion, hopefully be bringing some cool stuff for the guys, and the warriors down there. And spending some time with them and sharing our fishing knowledge and our passion with that, and hopefully having an awesome time with those guys. So, in essence, that's what the year looks like. The entire schedule itself right now, that is just the big travel events that we have scheduled so far. Now, if another event pops up or if a retreat gets booked, we are trying to make ourselves readily available at any given time for those type of events. On top of that, the big pieces that we have on our schedule is all the guided fishing trips that we're opening up. We've created a schedule piece now, so we have these days and our schedules lined up. We're going to start sharing that with our nonprofits. partners that we work with so that we can kind of just start reaching out, get a little more proactive on that, and getting these events booked up to take folks out. So that should keep us pretty darn busy. That, and of course the work with the store as we keep that moving, and any special events that come up, grand openings, any of the nonprofits events. We have the ranch has got the hoedown. We're definitely going to be at that this year. And any other events we're going to put on our schedule. You'll definitely see those out at our social media and at our website. We'll keep you covered on and posted on that. All right, folks, so we're going to switch gears here, and I wanted to go ahead and give you a sneak peek here. It's about the first 5 minutes or so of the interview that we did with the Allegiance Ranch and Rescue. We had an opportunity and the honor to sit down with Dan and Gloria Timmons. They are the co-founders of the ranch. They keep all things ranch related, moving every day over there. The ranch always will hold a special place in our heart, as it was the first ever organization that we started working with that helped put us on this pathway to do what we're doing nowadays. And yeah, man, it was such a great time to sit down and chat with them, learn about the ranch, learn about stuff they have going on right now, new things, learn about the future. I really think if you're interested in any of those pieces with the nonprofits, the veteran support, the animal welfare piece, these folks here, this interview is for you. You're gonna love it. So take a look at the first 5 minutes of this, roughly about first 5 minutes of this interview, and we'll be back to the podcast right after that. All right, and welcome back to the show. We are here today on the True Patriot Podcast with none other than the Allegiance Ranch and Rescue, and with us here are the founders and the two folks that control the entire ranch universe, Mr. Dan Timmons and Gloria Timmons. Thank you guys so very much for joining us here on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. You guys all ready for Christmas?
Pretty close. I am.
I'm with you, Dan. I'm with you, Dan.
You guys can go shopping together on Christmas Eve.
It's not too far. I'll tell you, I went out today and things were supposed to go really well. And man, they couldn't have gone any worse. So 2 places I went. But yeah, anyway, we'll figure that out later. Well, thank you guys again for joining us on our little show here. We wanted to take a chance here to get to introduce the ranch. I talk about you guys constantly. You're all over the truck. You're on the website there. You've been extremely instrumental in helping our company basically change and get its real focus on where it wants to be working out there. So I think it's only fair that we share this with the other folks that are watching and following along on the mission here. So with that being said, let's just start right into it. The Allegiance Ranch and Rescue. What is it? Go ahead.
So Allegiance Ranch and Equine Rescue is kind of a labor of love. We tell people that it kind of grew organically out of our family, kind of discovering this whole world of, horses in need. We kind of stumbled across this whole slaughter pipeline where horses, many are senior horses, but a lot of them are, young horses with a lot of life left who end up in the hands of these kill buyers who will basically ship them across the border and they're used for meat and other things in other countries. And
Wow.
There's quite an active pipeline right here in Colorado. And when we discovered this, we just felt really compelled to do something. And so we thought, it's a much longer story we can get into,
Sure.
But this piece that kind of started it was learning about this need for helping horses.
Right.
But it dovetailed really nicely with its other desire that I'll let Dan talk about, which is his desire to help heroes.
Yeah, one of my things all these years after I served in the late 80s, 90s, that try to figure out ways how I could give back to the veteran community. And, besides just, just writing a check here or there, which is very helpful for some organizations. And while we were transitioning into moving out here at the ranch, I stumbled across this article on some work being done back on the East Coast. It was the Man of War project for equine therapy for veterans. And I watched a little video. I was reading this, and it's like, yeah, it just clicked right there. This is what I'm going to do. So I had no horse experience, no equine therapy experience, no anything, but I'm like, this is how we're going to do it. And that's how I got involved into it. And my side of it was serving the veterans, which since then, our whole family is doing this now. So,
right.
Yeah. And so our mission really is to help both heroes and horses. And we define heroes as veterans, first responders, and their families, because anyone who has served, anything that they're experiencing directly impacts their family, whether that's trauma, whether that's good stuff, whether it's bad stuff, it affects the whole family. So we really wanted to focus on the whole, the whole unit, not just, someone who might be struggling. And our mission was to really have, when we looked at the horses, many who, if they were rescued directly from the slaughter pipeline, or if they were intercepted from bad situations, they also come with trauma and histories and challenges. And so we were like, well, one of the things that help people feel better is to have a purpose. And so one of the things that will help a horse is to have a purpose. And so our mission is to help heroes and horses. But if you look at our actual mission statement, we talk about kind of creating a safe place where they can find purpose. And it's the same both for the heroes and the horses. And what's really symbiotic is that they help each other. The horses are healing people, but people are helping heal the horses as well.
That is so awesome. That is so awesome. And I've had the honor and the privilege to witness this firsthand. I hope you guys enjoyed that sneak peek of the Allegiance Ranch and Rescue interview that we did. It is a 2-part interview that we broke it down there, and you can catch that out at our YouTube channel at G Campbell Fishing or Gene Campbell Fishing. Any one of those, you'll find it out there for sure. Be sure to mash the subscribe button when you're out there. That way you can keep up to date on any of the new content that we drop out there in our interview series. We've got some awesome ones coming through here, as is the Allegiance Ranch and Rescue. The information they were sharing with us was fantastic. There was even more. That's just, like I said, the first 5 minutes of it there. So definitely go out there and give that a check. Go to the Allegiance Ranch website, check out their social media stuff throughout that there. Give them a follow there, and of course give them any support that you can while you're out there. When you're out at the YouTube channel, you will see that we have the True Patriot Podcast pieces. We have a lot of interviews and so forth. In part 2 of this month's here, we're going to have a little sneak peek at the interview we did with professional angler Matt Steffen. For the fishing enthusiasts that watch our podcast here, you don't want to miss this one. Matt is an amazing dude, and we'll cover some of that. Plus, in part 2, we're going to have the Let's Talk About It. We're going to get fired up there. We're going to talk about professional courtesy and what that means out there as far as consumers and business is concerned. So, as always, guys, much love to you guys out there. Please keep the first responders and the veterans in your thoughts at all times. Do anything you can to help them out. Always pay it forward. As usual, guys, tight lines and be safe. We'll see you on the next episode.